Harris economic advisor touts tax plan on CNBC. Host laughs and shreds claims live on air. The economic plans, man, these people, I don't know how they come up with this stuff, because all you have to do is read a little bit and know that these economic plans are disastrous for our country. Like, I mean, really, capital gains though? Really, you want to take unrealized gains? You want to take away money from people that don't even have that money yet? Like, this makes absolutely no sense. So we're gonna break this down. We're gonna play the clip. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my my X account. So follow me there as well. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now, this comes from Slay News from David Linfeld. He reports that Kamala Harris's economic advisor appeared on CNBC to tout the Democrat presidential nominee's radical tax plan to the American people. But the move severely backfired. Now, this is leftist CNBC. Barack Obama appeared on CNBC's Squawk Box, but ended up being humiliated by the show's host, which I'm super duper surprised of. While appearing on a network that's supposedly friendly to the Harris campaign, Rama tried to sell the vice president's communist-style tax plan. Now, you know it's terrible when CNBC won't even back you. Rama sought to convince the audience that a key portion of his boss's socialist $5 trillion tax plan, quote, provides opportunity for Americans. Yeah, right. He attempted to explain to the host that the taxing unrealized gains was fair, only applied to a small number of rich people, and was similar to a property tax. And we all know that it won't apply to rich people. It's really going to apply to the middle class, people that's selling houses, and people that has a little bit of stock. Like, we know how this process works. We've seen it happen in other countries. It was, I think 12 other countries tried this, and now only one country still is doing this because it's such a terrible, terrible idea. But however, Harris's tax schemes includes a new minimum tax of 25% on traditional income and unrealized capital gains for taxpayers with more than $100 million in total wealth. And of course, we will see them lower that bar. Like, it might start off with $100 million, but then they're gonna lower it and lower it and lower it until they start taxing just regular Americans. We see this happen time and time again. You know, kind of like what they said about the IRS coming after people PayPal accounts and their cash apps if they get deposited over $600. Remember, it was supposed to be a higher amount, but then they lowered it to $600. So basically coming after everybody. This is what they do. They say $100 million, but then this will be applied to the average American. While supposedly just targeted at the rich, such a tax would create widespread economic damage. Of course it would, because it would stop businesses from taking that net gain that they acquired and put it. Normally they take that money and they put it back into the businesses and stuff, and they hire new people and they expand. They won't be able to do that because the government took that money. An economist warned that the plan is unworkable and blatantly unconstitutional. However, the show's hosts, Becky Quick and Joe Karen, understood these facts. They easily exposed Rama's economic ignorance and took him to school. They ended up shredding Rama live on air and laughing while making fun of him. I haven't seen this clip yet, so let's check it out. I can't wait to see this. Let's see this. I mean, this is what we need to do when they come up with dumb stuff like this, dumb stuff that we know from history is a terrible idea and doesn't work. We need to just laugh at them. We need to tell them how dumb their idea really is. But let's play this clip.
Unrealized gains, taxing unrealized gains just doesn't seem fair in any sense of the word. In the very best sense, if you are taxing unrealized gains, all you're doing is pulling forward the taxes that would be paid later when someone actually sells the stock.
I think that this reaction to unrealized gains is a little funny, given that I bet that the majority of people watching right now are already paying a tax on unrealized gains. It's called a property tax.
Property tax.
When the value of your home goes up,
that's an
totally.
old.
It's a use tax.
When the value of your home goes up, you pay higher taxes. Even
That's a misnomer. The property tax we know goes to support our local stuff. It helps fix roads. It helps pay for schools and things like that. This unrealized gains is totally different. It's going to the federal government, and we know how the federal government spends our money. They end up giving it to illegal immigrants, or they use it to fund wars, or they give it to countries like Ukraine and Israel while we suffer. We rather keep the money locally. We rather keep the money for ourselves. Thank you, government, federal government.
Even if you don't sell your home.
Your value of your home never moves the way a stock moves, the way something else moves.
That's always the go-to answer.
It's also, property tax is a use tax. You're paying for the schools, you're paying for emergency services. Those are things that make absolute sense.
And sure, and all the revenue that comes in from these unrealized gains taxes and the other taxes in the Harris plan are going to go to creating what she calls more opportunity. It's to make sure that every newborn born in this country gets $6,000.
Using the services.
No.
Well, look, you're arguing that this is some sort of foreign concept that's completely unknown in the U.S. tax code.
It's probably unconstitutional. It's probably, and it was never in anyone's intent to tax.
It's not an income tax,
and it's never going to happen. Probably. Not I'm not going to say my lifetime.
I wouldn't say that.
Not in Becky's lifetime.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Every policy that she's putting forth will end up hurting us. The only policies that actually work are policies that she stole from Trump. I mean, I don't understand how anyone in their right mind that's educated and know what's really going on could vote for Kamala Harris. Her policy will end up destroying the United States if she happens to make it to the White House. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.